So, you work for a marketing agency and you've just got that latest brief from a client. You've come up with a killer creative plan, but now they've asked the all-important question: how much is all this going to cost? First of all, just get in touch with us. It's super easy for us to put together accurate production plans pretty quickly, so simply click the link below to book a call with myself. But if you're not quite there yet, here's our quick guide for pricing out video production for agencies. This is the process we go through when putting together a quote for any projects that come through ThinReel. Now, a lot of agencies come to us with an initial creative idea already completed, but if you need support in this area, that's absolutely fine. But for this example, let's say you already have a basic idea of the narrative and story of your content. It's a product launch for a fashion brand. We need to produce a main launch video for paid advertising, along with some short, snappy social deliverables. The first step, pre-production. This is where we take into consideration the work that needs to be put into the early stages of your video project. Things like narrative planning, dialogue scripting, casting, storyboarding, and production management. Now, it's worth noting that not all productions require all of these services. For our example project, there isn't any dialogue, so we don't need to script that element. We just need to storyboard so the end client can sign off the narratives before we get on to filming. So we've got a cost for the storyboarding. According to the brief, we also need to find 3 locations and 3 models. So we need to account for the time organising that side of things, likely a day or 2. On to production. For production costs, we need to take into account a few things: size of the crew needed, cost of the models and locations, and how many overall shoot days there are. For this production, we need a director, cinematographer, gaffer, and camera assistant, and we also need a makeup artist. We don't need any super specialist kit, so we can use all our in-house gear. There are 3 locations, but only one of them has a fee, and we have our 3 models who luckily have a pretty competitive day rate. All of this we're going to fit into 2 shoot days. On to editing. Now, we know that we need to produce 5 overall deliverables. 1 1-minute 20-second launch film and 4 30-second social deliverables. And we need to take into account that the end client is of course going to want to review and add their suggestions to each video throughout the editing process. On our example, no advanced animation is needed, but if it was, we could just include that in the time allocated for editing. But on this one, it's just footage editing and some color grading, with some light motion graphics for things like text and titles. Commercial music licensing is included as standard on all our projects, so no need to account for the cost of that. And that's pretty much it. That's how we put together quotes here at ThinReel. Now, every production is different, so if you'd like to get a quick quote for your next video production project, just book a meeting with me on the link below. If you're an agency, you can also request our rate card, which includes things like our crew day rates and post-production fees. We would always advise coming to us for a quote, just to ensure you're getting an accurate cost for your project. Thanks for watching, and we hope to work with you soon.